Welcome to the Relatively Friends podcast with Robbie, Kevin, and Joe. It's Sunday, very nice out, and I'm real tired. How are you guys today?
Why are you real tired?
Too much booze last night, just too much booze. Death amount of booze. That Maker's Mark then fucked me up. So how are you guys today?
I'm tired as well.
Yeah, you had a busy weekend doing people stuff, and
Yeah, I actually got out of the house for once.
you always leave the house, don't you?
No, not really.
Oh. Stop being a bum. Leave the house. How about you, Kevin? What have you been up to?
I couldn't leave the house. I'm on call. I left the house to go to a call. That was about it.
Nah, yeah.
That was it. I left to go work.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing. Well, I went to a wedding. It was awesome. It was very fun. A lot of cool people there. The one thing I didn't notice was they had a live cellist there. Celloist.
Really?
Yeah. It was pretty solid. I wish I could show it to you. Dang, see, this is why we need to like prep for episodes, because I could put it on the screen and you could watch
That's actually work, Kevin. We're not going to do Robbie, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, that would require us to like
Are
actually.
you just going to put a stock photo of a cellist or the actual cellist you saw?
No. Okay. I'm going to play it on the screen, and then I'm going to play it for you guys. That'll work.
You
right?
recorded it?
Hell yeah, I recorded it. It was pretty solid. He was really good. Somewhere in these 10,000 photos I took for no reason.
See, that you should have had prepared. So
Yeah.
now we're not waiting 20 minutes for you to pull up the
No,
phone.
you're not waiting for anything. But a question came to mind. Live music at like weddings and stuff. Do people still do that?
I have never been to a wedding with a live band. Not once. They've all had DJs. I didn't go to prom, but I've been to dances. Mm-hmm. Never once was there a band. It was always a DJ.
Same here.
Yeah.
I've gone to one wedding with a piano, with a pianist, and then
What was Brittany's and what's his name's?
Oh, that was a DJ.
Was it a DJ?
DJ. Yeah, it's usually a DJ.
Yeah.
I remember my 5th grade dance.
They're a lot cheaper to hire a DJ than an actual
Oh, yeah,
fucking
'cause they
band.
just plug in their phone nowadays and just play music off it.
Well, when I got married, that wasn't a thing.
No.
Back in the Stone Age.
17 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
Back in the 1900s.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember my my middle school dance. They had live music, but it was a band called the Shaggies that were students. So like that was their band, and they played for the dance. They did like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, and then they just started playing music.
That's something you only see in movies. Like,
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
They were doing the contest to play the school dance.
Oh well,
In the very
no,
beginning.
they played our dance, and then in high school there was like 2 bands at high school. I don't remember their names. They were pretty good. They played for something, not dances though. They were like metal bands.
Talent show?
No, there's no talent show in high school. I don't remember. They were there for something. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. There needs to be more live music. I feel like it's the death of the musician or something.
Well, there's live music, just not at weddings.
Why wouldn't you have it at weddings? Like the best place to have it.
because it's not the 80s anymore. The wedding singer has died.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yes.
No one says you need a wedding singer, just live music. Even someone to come on for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know how much ever it costs. Probably costs $1 million to have somebody there. A couple $1,000 an hour. I mean, you're already spending $100,000 on your wedding. You might as well have bells and whistles.
If you hire a band, or are you going to hire like a 3-piece? You don't want somebody singing. You're going to hire a 3-piece band that does weddings. That's going to cost you more. Like you can probably find some local metal band to play your wedding for $400. They'll probably gladly take the gig. And they'll fuck that place up too. But wedding bands, they'll probably charge you a few thousand.
Yeah, I mean that's a drop in the hat considering the cost of the wedding usually. I would imagine most people have. If you're gonna have it at a venue, it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, it all depends. Like when we got married, it wasn't. I mean, it was expensive, but it wasn't. I don't think with everything out the door, we cracked 10,000.
That's not much.
I don't think mine did either.
And then-
Mine was about 8 when I got married.
I think most of that 5 of it was for the venue, and they did everything. So we had the ceremony and the reception there. They did the catering. They had the bartender. They provided the booze.
Okay, now let's adjust for inflation. $100,000.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 17 years ago times 10. Well, at least it's probably be like 40% more.
Probably.
So it'll be like 40,000 now for that same package. Because inflation is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Such lies.
Socialize. Does that count as political conversation? Talking about inflation?
Yes. You crossed the threshold, probably. Now we can't go back.
No, I don't think that. That's not really very political. That's not pointing fingers at one person or anything. So I think we're good. No? You don't think
No.
so?
We're good.
I think we're good. We're good. What else we got going on?
I went to the Ren Fair yesterday. That was very tiring. Fun. I got drunk with a bunch of pirates.
Tell them what the Ren Fair is.
Well, if you don't know what a Ren Fair is, there's something wrong with you. A Ren Fair isn't like everybody dresses up in costume from early 1400s,
Okay, so
1300s.
Joe's bad at this.
Pirates.
Every
Medieval
year,
knights.
Las Vegas has a Renaissance festival.
Almost every state has one, though. Robbie.
Yes, but you got to tell people like
Okay.
what's going on. And we have it where, Joe?
Sunset Park.
Sunset Park.
It's a very large festival here. They take up about 80% of the park, and Sunset Park's a very big park. People actually camp out for 3 days. I always wanted to do that until I found out it's about $30,000 to guy. Buy everything you need to do it.
What? Why is it $30,000?
Because you have to have time period tents, and those tents are like $5,000 a piece.
Couldn't you just make it?
It probably still cost you about $5,000 of material.
How big is the damn tent? I mean, I can build a tent out of some sheets. Sheets is like cloth, like I don't know, $20.
I still think you should show up with a Coleman tent and just go with it.
They won't let you
I don't give a fuck.
Do it, Coleman tent, Joe.
Yeah.
try, but it's still $375 to $1,000 to stay there for the weekend.
Would you really want to stay there for the weekend? I heard there's like
yeah.
No, I don't.
unsavory things that happen at those
Yeah, it's
tents.
Sunset Park.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
They were roasting a full pig. They were getting ready to have a blast. That would have been fun.
some Spitfire.
Yep.
Did they dig a pit?
Yeah, they actually did.
Oh, they let them dig a pit? That's pretty crazy.
There's people that just live for that weekend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's all they do is live for that weekend. And they travel all over doing it.
The pirate section was the best, and then the Vikings were next. The wildlings were pretty cool.
What the hell's a wildling?
So pretty much I would say there was like the same as if you watched Gladiator, all the wildlings when they go to like the Russia, Germany area.
What?
Have you never seen the movie Gladiator?
Yeah, but
The beginning of the
Once
movie.
when it came out.
yes,
He's never seen it ever since.
Yeah, that's just true.
So the fight at the beginning of the movie, they're fighting like the Russians or the Germans.
Uh-huh.
They're just wild people who live in the woods.
Okay.
Basically that. And they just have like makeup on. They're called the wildlings.
Oh, so like Native Americans? I don't know.
No.
You're like they got makeup on, war paint.
No.
I'm like,
It's a white,
good.
black, warp like paint, full body paint. Axes.
it sounds
It's
fun.
pretty cool. Then they do a big fight.
Okay. Well, maybe next year I'll. I've
Have you
I've
never
said-
been to the Ren Fair?
I've literally said I'm gonna try to go every single year. Every year I'm like, oh, I missed it. Oh, I'm gonna try to go next year, and then I never go. And then no one ever reminds me that it's happening. Crickets.
Yeah, that's on him, not me. I went to one like 25 years ago. That was it.
Yeah. Remind
Would
me.
you dress up?
How authentic does it need to be?
Pretty authentic.
Like, do I gotta go learn fucking leatherworking or some shit?
No.
Oh, then yeah, I would do it if I don't have to learn leatherworking.
Yeah, you don't have to Or leather working.
Well, I would want to be authentic. You said authentic.
Yeah.
I'd
I
have
want an authentic pirate.
I'd go as like Robin Hood or something. I'd want to be
Robin
like
Hood?
Yeah, I'd have my bow,
See,
my hood.
See, I think
I would go as the Mel Brooks Robin Hood, but I don't think those people could take a joke. Like they'd be like, "That's no, you can't do that." Nah.
actually
it goes Braveheart.
there was someone dressed up like that.
Was there?
Yeah.
And they were cool with it.
Yep.
All right, that's better.
So we're going next year.
I can't take people who are too serious.
My whole D&D group, we all dressed up and went.
I guess I'm not part of that anymore. That's by choice though.
Yeah, that was years ago. You did that.
Hey, I can only do once a month. Actually, I don't
we
even think I could do that anymore. Huh?
We do twice.
I couldn't do twice a month. That's too much. If we lived next to each other, then yeah.
It'd probably be easier.
But I live so far away.
So if you're going to be a pirate, what would your pirate name be? I think you would be Whitebeard, the pirate. He'd be known as like the jolly pirate that goes around. But then after his crew plunders everybody, he convinces them to spend it all on ridiculous hobbies.
Yeah, is that what you think?
Yes.
Whitebeard, huh? I don't know what my pirate name would be. I'll come back to that later.
I think Kevin would be like Chip.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain that.
He'd just be like the mystery guy Chip that they'd show up when they go to the plunder city. He'd like somehow disappear, but he'd come back with like the most like random stories of what happened, and he'd probably have like the most plunder than anybody other pirate. But no one saw him there at all.
Yeah, I can see that.
And they're like,
A
hey,
thief, yeah.
they're like
Criminal.
that Chip guy.
It'd be I think I would be. I don't know. I don't know what I would be. I don't know my name, my pirate name.
No,
No, maybe like Redbeard or something.
red beard, paint your beard red.
No, that's the best part
Whitebeard
about
the
it.
tardy.
Have a white beard, just call yourself Redbeard.
People would be like, so why do they call you Redbeard? The blood of my enemies stained my beard. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what it would be. See? There you go.
There you go.
I'm a murderous pirate.
That still convinces his crew to spend their plunder on ridiculous hobbies.
Hell yeah. It's the best thing to do. Oh, Ren fairs. Okay, so we have a plan. We're doing Ren fair.
I do it every year, so.
So you'll do Ren fair, but you won't do level up.
Different type of dressing up. It's easy to do a Ren Fair costume compared to trying to do a cosplay costume.
It's the same difficulty.
No, it's not. Mm-hmm. You just buy a white T-shirt, some saggy pants, some boots, and a sword, and a hat. That's a pirate.
Okay, you could do that for cosplay.
Yes, 'cause there's so many pirates in anime to do cosplay off of.
I actually don't know any pirate. Well, there's like One Piece. You could do One Piece. One Piece is easy. I even have like
Monkey D. Luffy.
you could. I have a Monkey D. Luffy costume.
Do you really?
Yeah, my kid was Monkey D. Luffy.
Was he really?
Yeah. And I was
Blake.
I have the costume. It won't fit.
Blake wanted to be Monkey D. Luffy this year. He loves that show.
Oh, you should have asked. I would have given you the costume. You said Blake, right?
Yeah.
It probably still fit. It fit him. Be a little big, but it fit him. We just got shoes, everything, full deal.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got the paint.
Monkey D. Luffy didn't wear shoes.
The
He had
sandals.
sandals,
He has these
yeah.
weird sandals. And actually, you just have to buy regular sandals because the sandals that he has, like those sandals, are very uncomfortable. Like my kid was like, "These suck, Dad." I'm like, "It's accurate. Wear them." I'm best father ever.
That show is actually pretty good though.
Which one?
Freaking One Piece.
The
anime.
The anime is good. Yes. Anyone out there watch One Piece? Comment in the, make a comment in the comments.
It's been around
Share in the
since
comments.
1998.
Wow,
There's
I'm
no
really
way-
tired.
It can't be that bad of a show. Yes, you are. You're dragging ass.
I'm so dragging ass.
Kevin's being quiet for once.
I know.
I'm just,
This might have been an episode we should have skipped, but
yeah, I mean, you guys are speaking Greek as far as I'm concerned. I was
Oh,
like,
you know
I don't
what?
know what
I
the fuck's
have to
going
talk
on.
because if I'm not, I'm gonna fall asleep like Kevin.
this
was.
is like when we were talking football and he didn't say a word for like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
See? And he just sat there, so I just sat there. Like,
Yeah.
So
I just think about titties or something. Just be like, oh yeah,
so now we have to complete the triangle, and you guys need to talk about something, and I need to sit here quiet.
What's it like being on time, Joe? It's awesome, isn't it? It's awesome.
It is. It's very satisfying being on time.
You even said 2:30. You even said it yourself. But
I did.
I gave you the out for 3 o'clock, and you're like, nah, 2:30.
Yeah.
And I said 2:30 or 3, so I gave you the out. You could have given yourself the extra half hour.
It wouldn't
You
have made a
could've.
difference.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I
You
would've-
would have showed him 3:15.
Yeah.
I took a nap, then I got up and I rolled on over here.
Oh, see, that was the worst thing you could have done.
Why?
It makes you more tired at the moment.
Oh no, I needed it. I took like a 10-minute nap. I was like, oh, passed out. It was great, fantastic. All right, moving on. You enjoyed the Ren Fair. You're quiet. Look all pissed off, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What? What are you looking at?
So
He's out of it. He's
no.
out of it.
No. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's not. Next question.
What? What happened to all that
Next
playful
question.
banner?
Hey, no, it's not a fucking sandwich.
Is a
Okay.
taco?
Why?
Is a taco? No, it's
No,
not.
no.
A
Why can't
taco's a taco?
Why can't a hot dog be a sandwich?
Because it's just not.
Why?
That's just the rules. You got to play by the rules.
Is it then what is it then?
A hot dog is a standalone thing. It's its own thing. It sits. All these sandwiches are right here, and a hot dog is here, just doing its own thing. All right. Yeah, you can dress it up like a burger. I don't give a fuck. Put whatever toppings you want on it. Dirty it up. I don't care. But it's a hot dog. It's not a sandwich.
This is the best question for you because you're a hot dog connoisseur.
Oh yeah.
So, if a broth, what's a broth? Bratwurst. What is that? Is that a sandwich?
It's in the hot dog family.
It's in the hot dog family.
Hot dog.
Yeah.
The hot dog family.
It's in the hot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not a sandwich.
I mean, you can make the argument it's a sandwich.
You
Between
can, but
two
you'd be
slices
wrong.
of bread.
It's actually it's one slice
It's
of
one
bread.
slice of bread that's folded.
That's folded.
Okay.
Unless you break it like most people do.
See,
It breaks on its own.
I would do that. I would do that with like peanut butter sandwiches. Just one piece of bread folded over. It wasn't a sandwich. It was what's called a peanut butter flip over. Never a sandwich. Just like a hot dog. Not a sandwich.
A peanut butter what?
Flip over.
Yeah.
Is that like a Crustable?
No, it's basically we just put peanut butter on a piece of bread, fold it over. That's it. You know when
That's
you
like
had to
a
make
poor
your bread
people
last.
thing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
like a poor people thing.
I've never done that, so
Yeah, no, I use 2 pieces of bread in my sandwiches.
Well, sometimes you don't want 2 pieces of bread. You just want one.
Then you need more toppings. You need more fillings.
All I want is one piece of bread and some goddamn peanut butter. So that's all I do.
no jelly.
No.
So
Then I just make a sandwich at that point.
okay, let me ask you this. Let's say I take a piece of bread, put a hot dog in it, and fold it. Is it still a sandwich?
No, it's not a sandwich because the peanut butter one's not a sandwich either because you're folding it over.
Yeah, but that's a normal piece of bread that's reserved for sandwiches usually.
Yeah, but it's still not a sandwich.
So it's sandwich bread.
I don't care what bread you use. It's not a sandwich. It's all made with grains. It's all bread. Like, why are we arguing about this? It's not a sandwich.
Because it's fun.
No, it's not.
We wanted to get a rant out of you, which we did.
It's not a sandwich. I'm telling you right now.
Tell us in the comments if you
You're
think
wrong, and you're wrong.
if you think a hot dog is a
If
sandwich.
anybody want to argue with me, they're fucking wrong too.
I don't know, man. It's a pretty valid argument.
No, it's not.
There was no. I didn't make any arguments really. Okay, so we've determined that a hot dog is truly
Not
a sandwich,
No, it's not.
and
The internet's gonna blow up.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I need hot dog connoisseurs to come to my defense on this one. I got 2 idiots sitting next to me.
So it's its own category, huh?
Yeah, it's its own category. It stands alone.
So then what's a sub? Is that a sandwich?
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
It's just
it's
one
the
piece
same
of
thing
bread.
though.
Yeah, but
With
no,
just a bunch
well,
of meat
okay,
shoved in the
Subway's
middle of it.
retarded and they cut their bread like that. That doesn't make it a hot dog, okay? What I'm saying is that's a sandwich. So, like most places, aside from Subway, because I don't really consider them a sandwich shop. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Go to Capriati. If you get a steak and cheese, they just
Wow,
cut
that
it
place
open
is
and
awful.
Jersey Mike's, the same thing. They cut it open, they put the stuff in. That's what they do with hot dogs.
So by your definition, what makes a hot dog different is actually the hot dog, not the bread.
No. I never said the fact that it doesn't sit between two separated pieces of bread. I never said that.
Okay, question. So what if I took a hoagie roll reserved for a sub and put a hot dog in it? Does that make it a hot
Then that's just something.
sandwich?
That's you saying,
You can
I
put
want a
two
hot
hot
dog,
dogs in
but
it
I
at
don't
least.
have the proper shit. Yeah, you're just like, I don't have the proper shit, so I'm just going to half-ass this thing. And good luck eating that. That hot dog's going to roll all over the place. Might as
What are
well
you
cut
talking
that
about?
bitch in half.
Sub bread is like you just squeeze it and it's like locks everything in.
Okay, first, okay, like I can't even talk with you because your bread to meat ratio would be just way out of whack. It's just out of there.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be my
Yeah,
pickle to meat
you-
ratio.
It's,
More pickles, please.
but on a hot dog is relish.
Unless you're in Chicago, then it's a pickle
Oh,
spear.
fuck Chicago.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fuck Chicago.
Bro, Chicago dogs are actually good.
No, like put too much shit on it.
No,
They're actually pretty good.
there is a lot of shit on it, but it's really
Yeah, there's
good.
a lot of shit on it.
Then what do you put on your hot dog?
Nothing. I eat it
What?
just as is.
No mustard, ketchup,
No,
relish, nothing.
mustard. Mustard's not allowed in my house, first of all.
Bro,
Why?
bro, fuck out of here.
What's your
Get the fuck
beef
outta
with?
here.
What's your beef with mustard?
Tastes gross. That's my beef with it.
Perfect hot dog, mustard, and like 3 scoops of relish.
What a waste. I am reevaluating my friendship with the two of you.
That's like the second time you had to do that.
Yes, it has.
You know what? It was in episode 2. This is episode 12. So theoretically, every 10 episodes, you're gonna have to reevaluate your friendship.
Well, be prepared. 22 is going to be a blast then.
22. Well, shit, we're at 12. So. Oh man, that was good. That was really funny.
But no, it is not a sandwich.
Well, if you use a hoagie, then yeah, it becomes a sandwich.
If you use a hoagie bun, you're retarded.
But let's just say that's what it is. So, okay, question. What if you have a hoagie and then you put like sub meat and then you put a hot dog in it? Does that make it a sandwich?
No, it's just a stupid sandwich with a hot dog in it. Why are you going to mix two things? What? Just either have the goddamn sandwich or have the goddamn
You're going
hot
overboard
dog.
on that one, Robbie. I'm
Yeah.
going to agree with him on that one. You went a little overboard.
Well, I was looking for the point where you just were just like, yeah, we're good.
No, you think I'm going to give up on this point? No.
Just for the record, I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich.
You just like arguing with me.
I got to play devil's advocate to make it fun. It is interesting though, because it's like with the cereal and the soup and cereal question. Is cereal a soup? Could make the argument.
You could, but you'd be wrong.
And you're real stuck in your ways.
That's what happens when you get old, right, Joe?
Sure.
You guys aging yourselves?
I'm old. I'm not. Just
Listen,
sit here
we
and
were
say it.
all born a century ago. We're all old.
God, you guys are old. How was it in ye old timey?
Because there was a lot of difference between 81 and 83.
I couldn't even tell you what the difference between those years were. I was
Exactly.
hoping I had some sweet fact I could just throw at
No.
you, but nope.
No,
What movie came out in '83?
a lot of them.
Scarface?
Did it?
Do that.
One of the best movies ever, Trading Places, came out in that year, I think.
No, I think that was 81.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, Scarface came out in '83.
Trading Places came out in 81, right?
War Games, Risky Business.
Fuck Tom Cruise.
Wow, Tom Cruise is old.
He
I was
sucks.
born when he came out. That's crazy.
He-
Superman 3, Star Wars,
That's the one that had, what's his name in it?
Return of the Jedi.
Richard Pryor. In that Star Wars. The third one?
Star
No,
Wars.
it's not
Richard
Star Wars.
Pryor.
Superman.
What?
Oh,
Had Richard Pryor in that one.
In 3?
It was either 3 or 4.
No, I think it was like 2 because 1 and 2.
No, both-
Christopher Reeves wasn't even like the main character. He wasn't the top billed character.
Yes, it was. It was him and Lex Luthor in the first
Yeah,
two.
but who?
like,
Richard Pryor was the top billed character in that one, and
he was the
then
bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, he
like,
wasn't the bad guy. He was the one building the weird computer thing that.
Yeah,
tried
but
to
he
kill
got paid. He's the one that got paid. And then
Richard Pryor.
yeah, who was the other villain? Whoever that was, that guy got paid too.
Well, it was Gene
Hackman.
Gene Hackman was.
Yeah, so he
Lex
got top
Luthor.
billing in that movie, and
Well,
then three.
He was a bigger actor at the time.
Yeah, and then 3. That's when he actually started getting paid more than everybody.
Who? Christopher Reeves.
I could be wrong. That's what I remember. Mr. Mom came out and
That movie kicks ass too. Yeah, I'm gonna rewire the whole place. Use 220, 221, whatever it takes.
we should do a day of like movie quotes. Okay, let's see what came out in 81.
They couldn't make half those movies anymore. People would throw a fit if they made half those movies.
You know what movie I'd love to see them try to remake, like a 2?
What?
Tropic Thunder.
Nope.
That movie sucked.
Make Blazing Saddles.
No. No, you know why I want to see Tropic Thunder?
Ah,
I want to see
83,
someone.
Joe. Look at that.
What?
Trading
Oh, it
Places.
was 83?
Yeah.
I was
I
wrong
asked
on
Robbie
one.
to look it up, and he fucking sat there and just didn't do it.
Yeah, no. I have.
That's
this,
a great movie.
I have
though.
this
love that
list,
movie.
and I'm just reading off this list, and I'm not doing more work.
And we
than it.
mentioned Trading Places by name half a dozen times.
It
and you
wasn't
just
on the list.
Blew right past it.
It wasn't on the list.
Released in 83, should have been.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of movies released in a single year.
I still think 85 was the best year for movies.
Why?
Yeah, a lot of good movies that come out in 85.
Do you remember them? Weren't you like?
A lot of the Indiana Jones
6?
movies. Back to the Future came out in that year. A lot of the what the hell's his goddamn name? Did the Breakfast Club. John Hughes. A lot of John Hughes movies came out in 85.
Commando,
Is that the one with Arnold
St. Elmo's Fire, Return to Oz.
That one was horrible.
Yeah, that was
Teen
awful.
Wolf came out in 85. No shit. Weird Science. That's a great movie.
Yeah, awesome movie. That's what I mean. There's a lot of John Hughes movies that came out in 85.
Rambo,
Fuck yeah, Rambo.
Mad Max.
Rambo came out in 85?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Was it First Blood or was it
Part
Rambo?
two.
Part two. I was about to say, First Blood was
80,
way better than 2.
Like 80 or 81, I think.
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's fun.
That's why it didn't sound right for a second.
But there's a lot of good movies that came out in
The Goonies.
1985. Kevin doesn't like The Goonies.
Nope.
I don't remember the Goonies.
There you go.
I just remember the guy. Wasn't there like a guy who was like nah, nah, or something with like a cone
Yeah, he ended
head
up dying.
I watched it once.
in the movie?
No, the real guy that played him. He was a wrestler or a bodybuilder, one of the two.
Oh. Well, Pee Wee's Playhouse. Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Pee Wee. Rest his soul. He's dead, right?
Yeah, he's
He
dead.
is dead, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Better Off Dead. Okay, cool. We're good with that. What's this even? Where did this conversation come from? Like we were talking about movies.
I was saying there wasn't a difference,
the difference between the 2 years you guys were born.
So I think my 83 has better movies than your 81. Fuck
Oh.
yourself.
That wasn't the argument.
It is now.
Okay.
Well, I'm screwed because I was born in the 80s. There was nothing good in 1980 that came out.
Well, let's find out.
That was like the year like where shit was like starting to use computers and it all sucked.
Airplane came out.
Oh, that movie
The
rules.
Shining.
That was a really good movie.
E.T., Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Popeye. That was a good movie. Why does it say Scarface came out in that year? Oh, no, 83.
E.T.
Wait, no, this is wrong. Never mind. Disregard everything I said.
I was like,
No,
E.T.
no,
came
don't
out like
disregard
I think
everything I
E.T.
said.
was 81 or 82.
No. This thing's 82 E.T. This thing's not doing it right. I think it's just giving me all 80s
80s.
movies instead of giving me 1980 specifically like the other ones. Okay, whatever. Stupid. All right, what else we got going on here?
I don't know.
I know this is gonna be a short episode. Shit.
We're done.
Hey, easy guys.
Have a good night.
No, is there a movie like I said, I can't stand The Goonies. I don't think it's a good movie at all. I think it sucks. Is there a movie that you guys that is just like loved by everybody and you're like, nah, fuck that movie?
From
Robbie,
like the 80s?
any movie. I don't care from what year.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
Well,
Thanks for keeping this going.
What
What
other
about you,
movie-
Joe?
give me a second to think. What other movies do you not like that everybody likes?
I'll start rattling off movies.
I mean,
and
I
I'll
didn't
tell you,
care
like,
much for Titanic, personally. Everyone
If
loves that
it
movie.
was more historical, I would have liked it. Or if she got naked more often.
So if it was
The only
NC-17,
good thing Titanic was good for is to take a girl to your house and put it on. You were guaranteed to get laid.
Yeah,
I used to use that all the time.
that was a thing back then.
Yes.
People love that movie. Oh my God, Leo.
It's just the story of how some whore got nailed in the back seat of some guy's car. Can you imagine if that ship had made it to where it wanted to go and some guy gets in his car, he's like, where'd all this jizz come from? It's just basically Titanic is the story of a chick who got really good dick. That's all it is. There's no history.
No. Well, a lot of the paintings she had, they actually found a lot of those actual Picasso paintings on that goddamn ship.
When they went down and
Yeah.
isn't it like
Also, a lot of stuff on the Titanic was accurate. The story sucked.
Yeah, the story
But the-
sucked.
But the stuff on the Titanic was very accurate.
I mean, they could have had it about the captain. That would have been cool. Make it a historical thing.
They
But
never
no.
they never found him.
what do you mean? they
Yeah,
never
see,
found him?
that would have been awesome.
They
ending.
never they found a lot of the people's bodies, but they never found his.
Because he was like, peace, bitches. Rode away.
I do like the fact that what they had historically was the band played the entire time until that ship went down.
That's a solid
And
one.
Unsinkable Molly, she was kind of weird. Molly Brown, the big lady who just got rich. You remember her?
I'm just thinking
She's
about.
based off a real character.
Okay. I'm just thinking about how, like, awesome those bands were. We can't even get good bands nowadays to play at places, and they went down with the goddamn ship.
Yeah, oh yeah. If you want to like that rock band, and they actually started singing. All those freaking people would start freaking out. They wouldn't continue playing. They'd be in panic mode.
Huh. Well, that's a good question, Kevin. I will think more on it and bring you something next time.
You know what movie?
Okay, thanks for keeping this bit rolling.
I
No,
tried,
movie I
but
don't like
that's
that-
like something I can't just pull that. I can't pull that right off the top of
Ghost.
my head.
Movie sucked. Move on.
The movie was
Next
horrible.
movie.
Thanks for
but
keeping
that,
it going, Kevin.
but that
No. Move on to the next movie. Like, that one sucked. Keep
Wait,
going.
what was
okay.
Ghost?
Let's talk
Was
about, I got a good thing.
Ghost Dad sucked.
Ghost? How about Ghostbusters?
Rules.
What about the new one with the all women?
Never seen it. Don't care.
So
Yeah, fuck
speaking
it.
of that,
Wait.
remakes.
What about?
What
them?
do you
God,
think about
fuck
remakes?
They're fucking
No,
stupid.
it's stupid.
They do
So-
stupid. Disney remakes are the worst.
It's
They are.
for,
I hate Disney remakes.
They have
So-
lost their damn minds.
the remakes are for a newer generation, not for people like me. So if the newer generation likes them, fine. I'm not gonna participate. Fuck them.
Original Roundhouse. Good movie, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You never seen the original Roundhouse with Patrick Swayze?
No.
Oh, you actually probably like that movie.
Are you talking about Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. There you go.
Oh,
Roadhouse.
I was like, man,
I don't know why I said
I've
Roundhouse.
never
Roadhouse.
seen
I can't- you
Roundhouse
did.
before.
Yeah. Roadhouse.
Okay, yeah, I've seen Roadhouse. Didn't they just remake that with
Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, fuck
Jake
that.
Gyllenhaal and
I
the
heard it's awful. I've never seen it.
Scottish MMA
Irish.
fighter?
Irish.
Yeah.
MMA fighter? We don't know his name.
McCoke?
Is that no? It's not McCoke.
No, his name is McGregor, but he's all coked out now.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's coked out of his gourd right now.
On his Lamborghini boat.
Yeah.
Anyway, remake movies. Ghostbusters movies. Have you seen any of the new ones?
Nope.
yeah, I saw them all.
Will not participate.
Better or worse than the originals?
Oh, okay. So the first remake that was the all women remake, they just tried to push something that wasn't there. It just wasn't there. That's all it was to it. The newer ones, they have a story. They entered it. They brought it with the old Ghostbusters, so it like makes sense. So it's just a continuation. So
Well,
I like it.
Well, those were written by the guy who wrote the first one, Son. That kind of makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, it
The
makes
guy who
sense.
played Egon.
Okay.
His son wrote those, but his dad died.
Yeah, so those were really good. They weren't great or anything, but they were good enough where I was like, okay, I can live with this. Second one though, they were the second remake. No, not remake. The second Ghostbusters, I guess.
The second one
Fourth
after that one?
Ghostbusters. I don't know what you would call it. They were going weird directions with the whole. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But they were going weird directions with that shit. I was like, a little ridiculous. And then the ending was too quick. It's stupid.
The second new one?
Yeah, the second new one.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had the all women one. Then they had the other one that has the kid from Stranger Things, right?
Mhm.
And then
That was good.
the second one that has him
Mhm.
in it. And that one I heard's horrible. I haven't seen that one yet.
I have. It was fine. It wasn't horrible. It just, it was bad. It just didn't make any sense. They were reaching too far. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Until you see it, I don't want to ruin it.
Okay, so original Mad Max versus the remakes of Mad Max.
Is the newest Mad Max just a continuation, or is that a remake?
It's a remake of the first one,
So we've had 2 remakes.
basically.
It's like Spider-Man. They just keep doing it over.
At least Spider-Man's good.
I want to sell the first one. The first Tobey Maguire one.
Those were fantastic.
I like the first
third
two.
one,
The
the third one
third
sucked.
one was horrible.
Well, yeah. Wasn't it supposed to be 4 movies?
Yeah.
They kind of had to jam everything in.
Well, third sucked, so they were like, "Yeah,
They
we
tossed too many
done."
villains on it at one time in that movie. They should have just left it with the Sandman and then run Venom in on the next one.
Yeah, the first one was good. Liked it. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, that '70s show guy. I don't remember his name, but he wasn't the best villain. Or
No, he should
Venom.
should have been Venom.
They should have got someone who was Eddie Brock appropriate, like someone who was just huge. Because Eddie Brock was actually a pretty big guy. He was probably like
He was like 6'2".
he's like 6'2". He's a really big dude. So to have someone that small,
Yeah, he was a football player.
yeah,
He was a jock. And
It
then
made
they
no
put-
sense. Yeah. Oh well. Does that answer your question, Kevin?
I mean, not really.
You still didn't answer any movies that you.
Yeah.
I said Titanic. That was my movie,
No, oh yeah, it kind of did.
and that
Any-
spawned a whole
any others?
conversation about the Titanic, huh?
Any others? Just Titanic?
Oh no, I'm sure there's some out there. Like I said, I need a list to look through and be like, yeah, that movie sucked. See, this is the problem with only watching something once.
You don't.
Eventually,
That's your
you just
problem.
stop.
Nobody's forcing you to do that. You do that because I'm Robbie. I don't got time for that.
True, very true. I'm not even gonna look it
What
up.
about the new Star Wars movies?
I saw the Phantom Menace.
Don't get me started.
I saw the
Don't get
Phantom
me
Menace.
started.
I
A
was
lot of
so
people like
disappointed,
those movies.
and I bailed.
They're
I was like,
fine.
no
See?
way.
Which one?
Phantom Menace and those two.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
how new are we talking? Like 2000s new or now
Well,
new?
that was the last new one I saw. Was
So
that?
Phantom Menace, it still had a big following.
Well, yeah.
I
okay.
hated it.
So the
People liked it, but it was like so hype. Like everybody's like, "Oh, new Star Wars! We're getting new Star Wars!" And you know, when you grew up with that shit, you were like, "Yeah, awesome!"
The original 3 was still better.
And then like,
4, 5, and 6.
yeah.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6 were great. 1, 2, and 3 were
Meh.
whatever. I think if they changed the characters around.
Rogue One though.
Rogue One, man, that is the one. Okay, there's one movie ever that I've never been able to finish, and it's Rogue One. I literally have tried to watch that movie probably
Really?
7 or 8 times, and I get halfway through and I fall asleep.
See,
And
I
never
can't,
fall
I
asleep
can't
during a
finish
movie.
Han Solo.
Han Solo was that movie was whatever too.
It was horrible.
All Disney took over, and then they got their Disney agenda in that shit, and then they fucked it all up.
well, they're just trying to. There's oversaturating the
Cash
market.
in, cash in on it.
Anything they can make, they'll make it. It's oversaturation.
How is it oversaturation? They're terrible movies.
Well, yeah, they're pumping out so many of them. They're terrible. There's
No,
not any quality
You could
put
pump
into
out
it.
a movie a year. If they're good, no one cares. If they're bad, people are like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
So what's that tell you? They're all bad.
Maybe
Yeah,
don't
they're
pump
just
out
doing-
a movie a year.
They're just doing freaking
Take your time.
Think of it this. Think of it,
quantity, not quality. You still get a bunch of people to
okay,
watch a bunch of bad
so-
movies. They're still gonna make money.
so they have all the shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Mandalorian, they could pump out a season. You know, they could just keep pumping it out, and people would love the shit out of it because it's good.
Yeah, but look who
But,
the
like-
director of that is, though.
Yeah, and then they tried to take away his like power to do shit from what I think I read that or something, and it just messed everything up. But then you have like the Boba Fett show, couldn't finish that garbage. That was such hot garbage. And then Andor I think I got one episode in that hot garbage. Pretty much every other show is hot garbage because it made no goddamn sense. That's my opinion though. That's 100% my opinion. Whatever.
Like I said, I
What about
checked
the Marvel
out
shows?
in 2000.
They have lost their way with the Marvel shows.
The last one I watched was The Scarlet Witch.
That was great.
That one was actually really good.
Yeah, but all the ones after that have been.
Loki wasn't bad. First season.
Loki was good. Both seasons were fine, and they ended it, which was good. The other shows though, they really should have taken the Netflix shows and continued them. Those were fucking solid, because they were like real life. Like people were dying. I don't know. It was just more real and grounded. Stories were good. Then they went crazy.
Don't get me started on Netflix. They'll do like one season and everybody's like ready to see the second one and then they cancel it.
Yeah, Netflix. I don't know. You ever see that Simpsons episode where they are watching like the Super Bowl or something? Or no, it's in like NASA or something. They're launching the spaceship, and the guy walks in. He's like, "How are we doing?" And the guy at the controls just says, "I don't know. This is just to measure ratings."
Yeah.
So I feel like, damn, I lost my train of thought on that.
Then we can talk about Simpsons.
Oh, man.
We can talk about Netflix, how they cancel shows.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's how Netflix is. Like they just
No, they
but
care
they're
Tossed in one season of like 8 episodes, and they're like, "Oh, it did good. Let's cancel it."
yeah. Like how about have people submit like their full season? Like okay, we're gonna do 3 seasons. Here's the ending for the 3 seasons. If you want to do more, great. And then just do all 3 of them. And if it bombs, it bombs. If it's great, it's great. But at least you can finish it because I think
Look what they did with the Dark Crystal.
I
That
never-
thing won so many awards, had millions of people following. They're like, "Yeah, we're just not gonna make another one."
I never saw it. I don't like watching Netflix shows unless I know there's going to be an end. Unless they're really really good. It'd have to be like amazing.
Yeah, I actually
Like Exploding Kittens. That shit's fucking hilarious. Have you seen that yet?
no.
Oh my god.
I saw it scrolling. I didn't stop. I saw what you're talking about.
You would love it.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be stupid.
Exploding Kittens, like after the game.
Yeah, after the game?
Yeah. Well, it's not really after. It is. It's the guys who do the game, but
Okay.
it's. You have to watch it. It's fantastic. You would think it's stupid. Went by it multiple times and I was like, this is gonna be dumb. Watch the first episode. Like this is fantastic. You would love it. I know you. You would love the
Yeah, I
shit
saw
out
it when
of
I
it.
was scrolling through, and I was scrolling through Netflix. I was like, is all they do is like murder shows now? Mm-hmm. That seems to be all they do is they just cranking out serial killer shit left and right.
Because women love it.
What's that one with the Japanese show where
Then-
like people they go into the game show and they have to like open up doors to figure out?
Oh, Squid Games.
No, it's a different one. They have another one now. I can't think of the name of it right now.
Fuck, I don't know, dude. The Squid Games is the only one I don't do game
Well,
shows.
Squid Games is they take a bunch
That's
of people.
Korean,
and put them,
right?
like- yeah, this one takes place in Japan. Like they all get sucked into a thing, and if you die, you actually go to heaven. If you actually make it through the game, you get back to
Oh, is this a
alive.
show or like?
It's a real show on. I can't think of the name of it right now. I'd have to look it up. My brain's not fully working. But pretty much, if you open up the wrong door, like a laser will come through and blow your brains out. It's pretty graphic.
That's awesomely terrible.
It's a good show. I just can't think of the name of it.
Okay, well, name of show.
I'll look it up right now.
I don't know.
You guys talk about something
Hey,
else while I do this.
You know, I would cancel my Netflix subscription if it wasn't for my wife. Like, I just think it's garbage.
Mine's free. That's the only reason I have it.
Yeah,
Like
I kind of want to cancel my Netflix.
It's just all their shit. Like, they used to be so cool back in the day. They had all the old shows and shit like that. Now it's,
No,
I want
it's
to watch this
garbage
show,
shows.
now I got to go here. And I got to go here and go here and go here.
Yeah, it was nice when there was only one streaming service, not 75.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got Prime. Yeah, maybe Bezos should just buy all the streaming services and throw it in his shit.
Why, so we can make a $2 billion flop again?
Oh, with Power Rings or whatever.
Rings of Power, yeah.
Rings of Power. Yeah, that shit's.
That's why our Prime keeps going up every other year.
Yeah. Yeah. They shouldn't make shows. I wish someone would give me money to make a show. I would so make. I know exactly what I would make.
What would you make?
I would make some type of tactical espionage show. A good one. Because that is what the world is missing right now. All the garbage out there. I want to see spy shit.
Just bring back the 60s.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty much.
Because that's what all the
That's all
60s were
Shag,
like.
shag carpet and shit?
That
Hell
was
yeah.
when, James Bond was king.
Hell yeah.
MacGyver. Redo MacGyver.
They did try to do that. and it
Didn't they do
failed.
that?
Yeah.
Did they?
They brought it back like a few years ago.
Did they? I feel like I remember it.
Rebooted it or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I swear to God they did.
MacGyver. MacGruver. Oh yeah, no. They did. I gotta find it though. Richard Dean Anderson.
He was the original one.
MacGyver series. There we go. There it is, MacGyver. I remember this. 2016 to 2021. Wow, it had 5 years. That's pretty solid. It has a 2.5 stars.
Out of 5?
Yeah, out of
Oh.
5.
It's Alice in Borderland.
Oh, I watched one episode of that and was like, this is trash.
It's fucked up when you get into the further episodes.
Yes, I can imagine. I don't do fucked up shit. Life's fucked up enough. I don't need to be watching murders and fucking other fucked up shit.
Like the Saw movies.
Yeah, no.
That's just murder porn. That's all that is.
That's just people fantasizing, getting their fantasies filled so they don't go do it to somebody else.
The first one was cool. I read an article about it, how it was filmed and everything. I was like, oh, this is interesting. So the first one's actually good.
Yeah, the first
first one-
like the first one.
The first one is good. The second one, they turned up the gore factor. And then I gave up after the fourth one because it just became so complicated to follow along. Like who
Yeah, it's kind of
the
like
killer was.
It's
Like,
kind of like Final Destination.
yeah.
Those were the first few were good, and then it just got crazy.
Yeah, the first Saw movie is legit.
One. Which
Yeah.
one? Saw?
Yeah.
First
one's
Final
legit.
Destination wasn't bad either.
That's high school, prime high school right there. Let's go see Final Destination.
Wasn't it Final Destination 2 that fucked everybody up?
What do you
I
mean?
think it was the second one that fucked everybody up.
You mean like
With the
everyone
log
died?
falling off the truck and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was. Oof.
Yeah, that fucked a lot of people up.
Yeah. I mean, don't drive behind logging trucks.
Yeah. Which we don't live in the Pacific Northwest, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we're getting no trees here. We're fine.
You know, I've never seen a truck just driving down the road with cactus in the back.
No, usually when you see the nursery trucks around here, they have the sides on them, so you're good.
Yeah, and they're standing up.
You're fine.
No, you're more likely to get killed by like debris from like a asphalt truck or something. Because there's
Like those metal ground rods they have, just gonna fall off and come flying through your windshield.
Ooh, that would
Well,
suck.
the stakes, the
Yeah,
forms.
the stakes.
Yeah.
Form
Yeah.
rings, yeah. Ooh, yeah, no.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the back of those trucks? They're just sitting there in like that little.
They strap them down.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. They're in a little cubby, like
At the very back of
underneath
the
the
truck.
bumper.
Oh, you're talking that truck.
the
Yeah, the
thing.
form truck. Okay, the form stakes in the back. Yeah, I always wondered if that pitch was enough to keep them in.
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
like, it's
I look at it every time too, and I'm like, you know,
hit
you hit a
big enough
bump
Yeah.
good enough, it's gonna
I'll-
fucking launch those
Yeah,
things.
I moved to the next lanes over away from those trucks
Yeah,
because of Final Destination.
yeah, that'd be a terrible way to go. Form stake to the face,
Yeah.
and the dude would just keep on trucking. No one
Hey,
would
you
ever
wouldn't
know.
even Yeah.
There should be a law against that. No?
Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got enough time.
There's a lot of laws about a lot of things that nobody follows. Like you have to register your vehicle. Nobody fucking does that around here anymore.
That's not.
You have
just,
to have insurance.
That's not.
Nobody
just,
fucking
shit.
does that around here.
That's not just here though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a nationwide plague going on right now.
Yeah. Well, whose fault is that?
The driver.
No.
Don't be a lazy piece of shit.
Partially the driver, partially the insurance companies.
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You shouldn't buy a brand new car if you can't afford the registration. I think the problem is a lot of people go out and buy a brand new car and then realize you have to pay like $4,000 in taxes up front.
I see more. I feel like there's more older cars that are uninsured
I
and
see a
not
lot
registered.
of busted ass vehicles.
I see a bit of both.
Because you
Yeah.
can't. Because think about it. Like insurance. Like right now, for 3 cars, I pay.
Our insurance is a lot higher than
$350.
other states because of our unregistered people and uninsured
Yeah,
people.
because people get in so many accidents here because we have so many bad drivers. But yeah, it's too expensive to have insurance. Like I could easily see why you wouldn't, if you didn't have a good paying job. Like, what are you gonna do? You're paying $200. You get a ticket now. You're paying like $300 a month. That's a lot of money.
Well,
It's pay my insurance or feed my family. We know what's gonna happen.
Feed your family, get the fuck off the road, take the bus then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of car ownership is registering the motherfucker and having insurance on it.
Yeah,
'Cause, like, I remember I got rear-ended in an accident years and years ago, and it caused me to hit the person in front of me. And the lady behind me had insurance. The lady in front of me didn't. And she's like, "Who's going to pay for my car?" I was like, "I don't give a fuck who pays for your car. It's not going to be me because I didn't hit you. She hit me, pushing me into you."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I don't have insurance." I was like, "Good luck with that then. Bye."
Get,
Oh, if you
get, her,
don't-
get her insurance.
Yeah, if you don't have insurance, it's wait, but then it wouldn't have mattered. She couldn't. You can't. I don't know how that works. If you don't have insurance, it's automatically your fault, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. She was just like, "Who's gonna pay for my car?" I was like, "Not me. I'm not paying for shit."
Yeah, nobody's. Yeah, that's because she wouldn't be able to drive away if the cops showed up. They'd be like, "Oh, you don't have insurance? Well, we're taking you to jail."
This was one
Well,
of
they're
those
not going to
things
take her
where,
to jail. They're going to take her and then tow her car.
yeah, they'll tow her car,
Yeah.
and then some places I think it's like if you have no registration, you have to pay the back registration to get your car out of impound, plus the impound fees. And that's what they
if
do
you're
here.
You might as well just leave the car there at that
Yeah.
point.
If your registration lapse here, it's like, what is it? $250, $400 or something
Yeah,
for
it's
every
not cheap.
offense or something.
Something like that. And then most impounds around here are like $185.
Yeah,
I think they give you the first 3 or 5 days at that price. Then they charge you another like $35 a day.
bro. My car got towed when I lived in Jersey from in front of my apartment, and I did park in a spot where I shouldn't have parked. So I went and found out where the vehicle was, and the guy's like, "Oh, this is back in the day, I'm like poor and shit." So the guy's like, "Oh, it's gonna be like." I think he said like $500 to get your car out. I'm like, that's cool. You can keep it. I turned around and started walking. He's like, whoa, hold on. Because then he told me, he's like, oh, it's going to be this much today. I'm like, bro, there's no way I'm getting you this money. You just keep the car. I'll just call it good life right there. And he's like, all right, what do you got? I'm like, I'll give you $300 right now. I can take my car away. He's like, all right, that's fine. So I feel it might work for everybody. You might just be like, because it's more of a pain for them to keep your car than it's
Yeah,
worth.
they have to go through a salvage title process and everything like that. It's a pain.
Yeah, to title it, and then it's just it's a pain.
Just settle
Depends on what the car's worth, though.
Even if it's like a pain to
It is a pain.
to retitle it, and then especially if it's like because it has to sit in their lot for like I don't know how long. It varies based on state, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember how long that 30 days or 45 days.
No, it's not like any short amount of time.
No, it's a hell of long.
It's like I think it's like a year.
Really? Oh, damn.
Like they gotta keep it and give you a chance and notice, kind of like HOA dues. Like they gotta give rightful chances to pay it. We should research that.
Nah. If people want to take that chance, not registering their cars, fuck them.
It's not like the cops pull them over anyway.
Oh, fuck 'em.
Yeah, true.
That means the cops have to stop looking at their phone when they're driving.
Yeah.
Every cop I see, they're always like this.
Well,
on their phone.
so never mind.
Right next to them in
At their
traffic.
computer.
Never mind. It's 30 days before it can auction. So Nevada's 30 days if it's not retrieved. Okay. Kansas is so it's like 30 days.
30 days? All right.
But then they have to notify you.
Yeah. But I remember the job we all worked at together. I remember there was a guy. This guy was a fucking idiot. He was stupid. He had
That
the worst.
describes a lot of the people we work with, Kevin.
This guy was really, really dumb. Like, you just looked at his face.
Is he the one that got in multiple accidents?
No. Different guy.
So the other dumb guy.
I think maybe you had already left.
Probably.
But anyway, he lived in a neighborhood over by Southern Highlands, and he parked his truck, and he was like looking out his bedroom window, and he sees like a bunch of kids like kind of just roaming the street, and so he yelled at the kids, say, "Hey, don't fuck with my truck!" Da, 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 da. And then apparently they started teasing him, and so he took his truck and he was parked on the street where you can park, and he spun it around and parked in front of his driveway, but everything was red. That side of the street, you could not park on that side of the street. The whole curb line was red. So he parked it there so he could keep an eye on it. And they towed the motherfucker. And he calls me up. It was a Saturday morning. He's like, "Man, they towed my car." I was like, "Okay. Well, I don't have a ride. My wife's already gone to work. I can't get there." I was like, "All right, I'll come pick you up." Where they tow it to? So they towed it to this one specific yard. Take him up there. And it was a pain in the ass to prove that I worked for the company because it had the company logo on it. I had to prove that I worked there. I had to provide like a letterhead. And then she's like, "All right, that's $188. And the guy looks at me. And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, is the company going to pay for this? I was like, no, I'm not the one who parked in the red. You pay for it, stupid. So he pulls out $200 bills.
Oh, he's strapped.
And he's like, and she goes, exact change only. And I was like, dude, you better fucking break that bill, do something. And he's like, all right, can you take me to the 7-Eleven? And I was like, fuck, I got to keep doing this shit. Like, what is going on? I took him to the 7-Eleven. Of course, he doesn't get any ones. I was like, you break one of those fucking 5s and get ones. It's $188. What don't you understand? Oh, okay. Dude, it took like an hour for this fucking idiot to realize.
Goddamn.
But the fact that he just looked at me like, are you guys going to pay for this? No. Same guy left his equipment hooked up somewhere. Guy found it, brought it inside, tried to extort our boss out of $1,000. Our boss paid him $500 to get the equipment back. And then made him pay. Yeah. So
Why wouldn't you just call the cops?
Yeah.
that's what he said. He goes, well, usually when I find, you find something like this, there's a reward. And our boss, George, was like, well, yeah, what do you want? I'll give you a reward. What do you want? And he's like, 1,000. He's like, I'm not giving you $1,000 for that. And he's like, well, I might just keep it. He's like, well, I might just call the police and say you're holding our property. Now that I know you have it, I have your phone number, I have your address. I'll just call the police. And he was like, well, I think we can work something out. And so they worked out $500.
That's too much. I would have just been bro, you probably stole it. I just called the cops.
Yeah, I would be like, keep it. I'll just call the cops.
That happened to me once. I was hooked up to a I don't know, Dottie's or something like that. And I was like a mile down the road and the signal just cut out. I'm like, the hell? So I walked back, looked behind the building, like it's gone. I'm like, go inside. I'm like, hey, so, and then the guy freaked out. You can't be doing that. That was a bomb. I'm like, that's cool. I need it back. You can't get it back. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna call the cops and he's gonna make you give it back. Dude goes, well, I'm not giving it back. Call the cops. They show up. Literally, dude walks in and says, give him his equipment back right now. I'm taking it to jail. I was like, because he knows what it is. He's like, he sees the truck, he sees you. He's like, all right, dude, I know what's going on here.
I've had that all the time. I'm going to call the cops. Well, go for it. And they show up and I'm like, dude, this is exactly what I'm doing. They're like, yeah, you're good. And then they go fucking scream at the other guy.
Yeah, that's so
like,
dumb.
Yeah, go ahead, call the police. I don't care. I know the mayor. Good for you. Call the mayor.
Call the mayor.
Yeah, what is she going to do?
Yeah. I'm at a point where I show them, I was like, here's my badge. Make sure you spell my name correctly.
Don't put a Z.
Yeah. I was like, just, yeah, I'll call whomever you want to call. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah. Let's see here. Good times. What else we got?
I don't know.
We probably cut this one short, maybe. I don't know.
That tired, huh?
I'm getting there.
Brains
You're
fried.
still going to drive home after this.
We're human too. We do this for the benefit, for the laws. That should be our slogan. We do it for the laws.
Lol.
Probably should ask one more question before we dip out, though.
Yeah, do that. You have that list of questions. What do you got?
Yeah, I found that website you were talking about. We were looking at the questions last week. I think it was off air. The questions sucked. A lot of them were fucking stupid.
Yeah, a lot of them are dumb, but some of them are really good.
Like awkward questions to ask, and it was like I saw one of them was like awkward questions to ask a girl. Do your bra and panties match? Like
That's a stupid question.
it's a stupid question. Yeah,
It's not even awkward. It's just stupid.
I mean, it would probably be awkward if you asked it on a first date. But if I went and asked my wife, she'd be like, "What are you fucking retarded? Why do you care?"
Yeah, that's true. These questions are all dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all the food ones. Those are kind of my favorite ones.
Then ask a food one.
Okay. Is a ravioli a dumpling?
No.
I don't know.
Ooh, you're thinking on this one. I didn't get an immediate go fuck yourself.
I don't know.
I mean, it's the same process.
It's
yeah,
kind
it's
of, but
same process, but like raviolis are so like just made like you can get them in a can.
Can you get dumplings in a can?
no, you can't. No, you get them frozen.
I'm sure you can get canned dumplings.
I don't know. Dumplings taste like there was love put into it.
Yeah.
Raviolis don't.
Raviolis, you boiling water. Dumplings, you don't boiling water.
You can get canned dumplings.
Again, you still don't boiling them in water.
You can get a whole chicken in a can. That doesn't mean anything. You've never seen one of those? The chicken in a can? It's so gross.
It's so gross. It just slides out. It's like,
Yeah.
so gross. So gross. I love gnocchi. Gnocchi's delicious. I want some chicken.
Those are good.
gnocchi
Yeah.
now.
All right, I got a good one. Pineapple on a pizza.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I fucks with that.
Oh, no. Hell no. That's the worst.
But it can't just be with like ham.
My
Can't
family
do the
loves that
traditional
shit.
Hawaiian. I like to do like spicy sausage and the pineapple.
No,
Got that sweet and that
pineapple
hot.
and jalapenos.
I don't like jalapenos.
Really? What?
Yeah.
See now,
Oh, you guys just talk amongst yourselves. I don't want any
I
part
don't
of
like
this shit.
jalapenos. Yeah. Robbie has no taste.
Spicy sausage isn't bad either, though.
Yeah.
That hot, that sweet and
You gotta
spicy
have the
is pretty
sweet
good.
and the hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I hope
makes
you
it good
guys can
shit.
see my face
Yeah,
of
fuck
disgust.
yourself. Why are you afraid of things, Robbie?
I'm not afraid of it. My family loves that. We order that pizza all the time. I just never. I'm like, hey, make sure you.
So what's your problem with it?
I just don't like sweet on my pizza.
So you wouldn't try like grilled pineapple, at, like a Brazilian steakhouse?
Is it? It's not on pizza though. It's on a steak.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's
No,
hot
no.
pineapple.
No, that's fine. It's just not on a pizza.
So, okay, so you don't mind hot pineapple? Is it the dough, the cheese, the sauce? What bothers you?
It's the
I don't-
combination of all of them.
I don't like sweet on my pizza.
But you're not object to sweet
No.
when it's cooked.
I don't want it. It's gross. It's just not
So if like the sweet peppers,
on my sandwich.
not on the pizza. So
No.
just not on a pizza. So it just can't be sweet stuff on a pizza.
No sweet stuff on a pizza. Who had sweet peppers on a pizza? Like if I got like an Italian sub with sweet peppers, oh yeah, that'd be fucking delicious. Like from Caps, extra sweet peppers. You know when I order my sweet peppers, I tell them I wrote it. I think we talked about this in like the second or third episode. I write on the little thing. I'm like, put a lot of sweet peppers, extra sweet peppers. No, a handful of sweet peppers, and then I found out that it cuts it
Yeah,
off.
cuts it off, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that on the way out of here. I'm gonna get us cap sub.
They're overpriced.
And they're
don't care.
garbage.
I just want sweet peppers.
The
If
only-
they would just sell me a tub of sweet peppers, I'd be gravy.
The only one I like is the Bobby. It's somewhat all right.
It's Thanksgiving and a sandwich.
Yeah. All right. What else is on there for questions? What do you got?
Oh, I don't know. That's probably our last one, maybe. What character from Sex and the City would you be if you switched lives with?
What?
Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen more than maybe 2 minutes of an episode of that show.
I can't stand what's her name anyway.
What, Horseface?
Yes. I can't.
You should call her Horseface.
Yeah, called her Horseface.
Wow.
What the hell's her name? Jessica Parker? Is that her
Foot-
name?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jessica Parker.
Is it?
Yeah, Jessica something Parker. Doesn't she have 3 names?
I don't,
Probably
I don't-
knows.
I don't care enough about her. What character would you be, Robbie?
I can't even name a character.
I don't know what you...
I don't know because I don't know any characters. I guess the guy with the deep voice, whatever his name is. He's like
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I just know he's like a voice actor for. He's in a lot of stuff. Voice actor for a lot of stuff. What strange nervous habits you have? That's stupid. All right, we did the awkward text. What's your most embarrassing childhood memory? I don't really.
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
I can't think of one either.
I'm sure there's one. There has to be.
I remember my most fearful childhood memory. I have a few of those. I think learning to ride a bike was the best one. My uncle.
You were afraid to do that?
No. So here's what happened. So my uncle was teaching me to ride a bike, and where I grew up, there was a hill. So I mean, it's like 100-foot hill, like the elevation wise. So it's pretty high. Probably like 700 feet, 100 feet high. This hill is just straight. So he's like taking me up progressively, letting me go down the hill. He's like, okay, pedal, pedal, pedal. And then we get to like, okay, he's like, you're good. So he takes me to the top of the hill, and I'm like, all right, I don't really want to do this, but I'm like, I got it. Pushes me down the hill. I'm like, all right, I'm going. I go to stop. You know, these old school bikes, you just push back on it. Well, the fucking chain popped off. And I'm pushing backwards, and I'm not stopping. And I literally am just going, and I run into the side of the house. Full speed, bloody nose, face all fucked up.
No one told you to put your foot in the back tire.
I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he. No, dude. I was like 4 years old or something. I was learning how to ride a bike. This was like. But yeah, that sucked. I remember that because then I remember hitting the house, and then I fell back, and then I could see my uncle sprinting down the hill like full speed to make sure I'm alive. I was scared. I was like, I'm gonna die. Oof. Yeah. How about you? No fearful memories from childhood.
No, it wasn't. Similar story. Like my dad got me a dirt bike when I was like 12 for Christmas, and him and my cousins were teaching me how to ride it. And it was Christmas Day. I'm in my good Christmas clothes, my good dress up clothes, and we got the bike started. And I remember one of my cousins saying, "Now don't," and that's all I heard before I just went. Boom, I kicked back on that throttle, and I went hauling ass down my aunt's driveway, and there was an old lumber yard right there, and I just slid in the snow and mud, just slammed into the side of that lumber yard. Church pants all dirty. Mom was pissed off.
Oof. You gotta listen, follow instructions.
I was too excited. I was like, let's see what this thing can do.
You found out.
Yep, I hammered down on that throttle and just gone.
Oh my god. How about you, Joe? Did you hit your face on a building too?
No. I decided to take a big wheel down a steep hill once. That was not.
Those are fun. That's fun.
It is until
the fully plastic ones.
Yeah.
Remember those were like 100% plastic with just like it's amazing how shitty those were.
The only metal on it was the little thing that held the pedal.
The thing in the back.
That was it.
Yeah, the pedal in the front and the back. The back.
Yeah.
But it was all plastic.
Yeah,
it lasted me a long fucking time.
I took it downhill and went off a jump.
Oh.
It did not end well.
I'm surprised it didn't melt when you're going.
Yeah, it was not a smooth ride. Hitting the jump was not fun either.
Well, that explains a lot.
I had road rash down both legs because I was wearing shorts.
How old were you? You had a big wheel, so you couldn't have been more than like 7.
5.
Yeah. I miss big wheels.
I took a moped off a jump too. That was a bad idea when I was like 14. That was really stupid too.
Yeah, I bet. Moped will get you killed. Anything motorized will get you killed when you're young. They don't teach you. Back in the day, though, you could do all that stuff. No one cared. Now you do it.
3-wheeler. You ever have a 3-wheeler?
We did have a 3-wheeler.
They stopped making those because they were so dangerous.
So dangerous. We still have it. It's still down there. I mean, it's half decayed and falling apart, but it's still down there.
You can't turn on those things. You go straight. That's it. You go to turn, that thing's like.
I want another one.
No, the most other dangerous thing I did, but I was a little bit older. So we took the back end of a Honda CBR 400, and we mounted the engine and the back tire on a go-kart frame, and we used that as the motor. And we had a suicide shifter.
Oh, that's fun. That's a new hobby idea. We should make go-karts.
No.
Why?
What are you going to do with a go-kart?
I don't know. Terrorize the neighborhood.
Go out in the desert, be desert trash.
Good.
Well, that would be a buggy. Then we'd actually have to put money into it. I mean, you can do a go-kart for like $500. A buggy costs a couple $1,000.
I can think of better things to do with $500.
Hookers and blow?
No. No, because that's a continuous $500. No.
All right. Well, that's our show, I think, for today. I think we're going to end it.
Robbie's brain is fried.
My brain's done, dude.
You're going to pull up to Capriati and be like, why the fuck am I here?
He's going to forget about it by the time he walks up and gets to the truck.
2 blocks from his house, he's going to be like, fuck.
I wanted Capriati's.
I want Capriati's, dude.
What? Oh, yeah. See? Fried.
Fried. We're fried.
So follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X. X is a different name. You got to follow. Was it Ralph Friends?
Fuck if I know, dude.
Ralph Friends. Everything else is relatively friends on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
One day we'll be on
Facebook. It's on all of them.
on all the
Follow us.
other
platforms.
Yeah.
the
Podcast,
podcast platform.
Yeah.
As soon as Spotify lets me put an episode up, I don't know why I can't. Well, that's our show. I'm Kevin. Wait, no. He's Kevin.
I'm Robbie. He's Joe.
Kevin,
Nice talking to you guys.
Joe, Robbie, good night.